So first things first, I always like a coffee. I can't really tilt it because otherwise it's just gonna... So I want to do the base to begin with, and obviously I just think it's exciting when it comes to like foundations and concealers and stuff. I'm always on the hunt for like a new foundation or a new concealer, so I picked up quite a couple of things actually. So I'm going to go in with a drugstore foundation. So this is the Maybelline Activewear Super Stay Foundation, and it says here it lasts up to 30 hours. I've watched a few YouTubers, makeup artists try this foundation. They say it's really nice. It's meant to be like really full coverage. I did have the previous Maybelline Super Stay Foundation, so if you guys have had this previous one before and not this one, then it's probably going to be a bit similar, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but by the looks of it, I think it's going to be another full coverage one. It's the PC08, it's a stippling foundation brush, which I love. I'm in the shade Ivory. I'm not entirely sure because my skin just goes like quite light sometimes, and then obviously when I tan, my face tends to tan a little bit. So I'm just going in between the lines, and I'm just going to start just at the jawline, and then just obviously buff to work that in. It looks a little bit warmer actually, I believe. I mean, it's on the warmer side, but it's fine. Like, we can blend it out with like a lighter concealer or something. I'm not entirely too bothered about the shade matching. I just thought I'd pick up something that's just quite light on the lighter side, so it's not too bad. We could probably see how it works when we manage to do all the face. Can I say it's like proper full coverage? Like, I've literally done half the face already, and it's given me so much covering. It feels really fresh and like really radiant as well. So I think this formula is not as matte as the other Super Stay foundations, which I tend to find that they are, and obviously they have really good staying power, but this is quite nice to wear. Maybe you wanted a bit more of a luminous sort of like finish to the foundation, so you're not having it to be too cakey or anything. But yeah, I can't believe we're in October already. Like, how insane is that? Like, I swear we only jumped from like August a few months ago. But basically I've been so busy that I just haven't really filmed anything. I haven't really done anything makeup wise. I've just not really been around in that aspect of like makeup, etc., and vlogging. Like, I was on a roll when I was doing it, and then I just sort of like, I didn't lose interest, I just thought I had a little setback because I was so busy with work and like anything on outside of this, and that's okay. Like, it's taken me like many months to learn that you're always going to feel busy, even if you love doing something you love the most. Sometimes there's always going to be a hold for it just because there's something else going on, and I think that's just like basically called adulting, as we say. But yeah, so I did do vlogs on this YouTube, but then, oh, I got a message. And then I decided to delete all of them. I know it's quite sad because obviously I wanted to keep them on there to see how my journey progressed with the vlogging from earlier on this year, back in January, up until now. But I felt like it was just a bit out of place, and I wasn't really sticking to a niche, like as in like what sort of vlogs I want to do. And it was a lifestyle vlog, but I just thought it was all over the place, and I just couldn't really decide, if that makes sense, to kind of like carry on with it or not. So in the end, like up until last month, I decided to delete all of them and then start this vlog as the fresh one, because I am a makeup person and that is what I'm all about. I don't really want to do stuff that's not makeup related because I love makeup so much and I love skincare. But I'm just thinking, if I started this as a makeup kind of vlog vibe, like do loads of makeup vids, etc., and then obviously work my way up to doing lifestyle vlogs when I'm ready, when I've actually built an audience, because I've only got 100 subscribers, which is actually not bad, to be fair. Like, I was starting on like 6 subscribers, and if you think that just goes up by a load, like for someone that wants to do YouTube and that's just started a YouTube channel, that's quite a lot. So thank you to whoever subscribed to me. Like, honestly, I appreciate that so much. You guys have no idea how much that actually means to me, because it feels like people do actually care. Like, people do actually want to watch content like this, etc. So yeah, it's quite nice. I'm loving this foundation. Like, honestly, I'm sorry about the lighting, guys. I don't know how like clear it is. But look how smooth that looks. That is just like 2 pumps out of the bottle, and it was only a little bit as well. But like, my skin has never looked so healthy. Like, this is like a proper glow up for me. I love this foundation. So definitely rate it already. So I probably do recommend this one, to be fair. I will leave all the links in down below as well, so you guys can kind of like buy them for yourself, like online, etc. Really, really affordable, and you don't need expensive makeup to make yourself look good. Like, some products are really, really good for drugstore actually, and I do rate it. Yeah, loving that foundation. REM Beauty Concealer, I got it from Selfridges in Manchester when I was up there the other weekend, and it's basically a cream formula, and I love it so much. I've never tried it before, but I know I love it because I've seen the reviews, I've seen the videos, how everyone is literally ranting and raving about it, so I really do want to try it. Maybe like next video I should try it as a foundation. So I'm just going to apply it like this, and I'm going to use a stippling brush. This is a concealer one as well. It's really, really soft. The bristles are nice. Also just helps to get like a nice defined finish. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in just a little bit so you guys can kind of see, because I don't know if you guys can see. Probably can. I'm sure you can. And I'm just going to literally tap that product in. Okay. That coverage is insane, what the fuck. I'm going to try my finger actually instead, because it's like a cream formula, so I can literally just blend that in with the warmth of my finger. Just to see how that like pays off. Oh my god. What the hell, it's like giving me an eye lift. Oh my god, I love that. Like, that's brightened up my under eye like completely straight away. That's crazy. Oh, I like that. It's very cooling as well on the skin. Like, it doesn't feel like anything, but it feels really like airy and light. Oh, that's quite nice. And then maybe I could just blend gently with my concealer brush. Wow, that is crazy. Oh my god. I love that. Oh my god. What the hell? Can you see like how, obviously I'm like blended it. You can see where in the middle there it's a bit darker, but like here it's really light. I like that. I'll probably go back in with my foundation brush just to sort of like blend it a little bit on the outer edges, just to sort of make it less harsh looking. I like that. That's really nice. Ooh. Yeah, definitely. Definitely the one for me. I don't know if you guys can see, but can you just see like how glowy my skin looks with that foundation and the concealer on? Like, that is insane coverage. And like to still have like that nice glow within, it's just amazing. I'm literally obsessed with that. Like, yes. I'm literally just going to apply a bit of the concealer here as well, just like on my forehead a little bit. Just to give it a bit of coverage there, just a little bit. I don't think I need much, to be honest, because it's just really like amazing. And like she said, she'd come out with like 60 shades of this concealer, and I was like, what the fuck. And like you can also do mixing as well, like you can get different shades and mix them to like customise your own colour. And she even released out a black one, like a black concealer, like a dark jet black like cream concealer, and a white one, so you can make them like more ashy or more darker. Like, that's crazy. So I'm just blending in that concealer again with my foundation brush, just to sort of bring it all in together, just a little bit on the outer edges, buff. But no, I love that. That's so nice. Like, it's really good if you suffer with dark circles or like, you know, pigmentation areas, etc. Just gonna apply a bit on my spots as well. Do a bit of spot concealing. Just gonna use the end of that brush there, because I have been breaking out a little bit, just around the corners of my mouth here, just like the rounded one between my nose and my cheek. I think it's because I went abroad. I literally went to Tenerife, to Spain, last month, like the end of last month, and then I came back like around beginning of October, and I didn't realise how bad my skin broke out over there, because I wasn't wearing any makeup, but obviously I wore my like SPF every day, my skincare, etc. But yeah, like crazy. So I have got the Born This Way Too Faced concealer here, and it's in the shade Cookie. So I always use this one to sort of like do my cream contour with, my bronzer, however you want to say it. So I just literally apply a few dots on my face, like on the higher points of my cheeks. Maybe not on the cheek area, just like a little bit higher up, like, I don't know, like there. And yeah, just apply like the littlest bit on my forehead, so just somewhere in the middle, somewhere on the side. Just add a bit more warmth to the face now we've got kind of base going on. And then I do like to apply the littlest bit just on my nose here. I'm really digging creams though, because I never really used to be into it. Like, I used to think it was cliche and like it just didn't do anything for me, but turns out like doing that and then putting a powder on top just absolutely like just enhances everything. So it's quite nice to do it now that I've discovered that as a really good technique, etc. So I'm just use my Dome buffer brush. This is sort of like a blendy brush that I use to like sort of blend out creams, etc. So it's the PC19. It's a really nice brush, big and fluffy. And then I just sort of like lightly pack that into my skin. I don't really like drag it or anything. I just sort of press it all in, just to sort of give it a little bit more coverage in the areas where I need it to be. I'm not too bothered about it being too much, because we are going to put powders on top anyway, just to enhance it and give it a bit more depth. A little bit goes a long way with creams, etc., because I find that creams like concealers and stuff can be full coverage nowadays. So I don't put a lot on when it comes to cream makeup. I put a tiny bit on because, like I said, we go over the top of powders and that just gives it a bit more fullness to it. So I've only put a tiny bit on forward, but you can see how warm my skin looks already just by applying a little bit of that. And like you can see the warmth from my area as well on the cheek bit. So this is basically the blusher. It's not really a blusher, it's a coloured base, but it's called Winter Rose by P. Louise. It's one of the coloured ones, and I'm obsessed with the coloured ones. There's loads. There's like a mint green, there's like a blue, really lush colours. So basically I just squeeze out a little bit on the back of my hand like that, because the coverage is literally insane. You need like a little swipe of it. It's really good. It will last you a lifetime because these tubes are quite big. I don't know how big they are. They're only 15ml, so they are quite tiny, but you do get quite a lot inside the product. If you had it in person, it's more easy to explain than it is to show you, because you won't actually know if you don't have. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use the Maybelline Superstay Activewear 30-Hour Concealer, because this shade, what shade is this? So this is in the shade, it just says number 05, which I think was like the lightest shade they had there. Oh my god, that is amazing, yes. So that is the shade on my hand, as you can see. And if you want to do blush with this, which is what I'm going to do now, I probably recommend blending that and the concealer, or any shade concealer you have. Maybe preferably a lighter one to your normal natural shade, just sort of like brighten it up a little bit. And if you blend it together, it goes into like a creamy, really light pink blush, and it is so amazing. So I'm going to use the same brush that we used with the cream bronzer on, and I'm just going to basically blend the two together on the back of my hand. So as you can see here, it's just transformed into this like really pale nude pink. Take it up like to your up top of your eye, like here, like to your temple, and then like just lightly whack it in, and then go down to the apples of the cheeks, but not all the way down. You want to keep it on the high points. So once I've tapped on enough, like that is enough, I go back in with my foundation brush and I literally just whack it all in, like just to blend it out even more, just on the high points. Just tapping product, no like swiping or anything like that. And I don't know if you guys can kind of see, but yes, it's giving me a sheer tint blush, and it's just so amazing. Like, look at that, like that is insane. I have to do this because obviously my camera is just like a bit funny on the stand, but you can tell like it's a more like rosy kind of vibe going on there, and I'm absolutely loving that. It just makes you more youthful, more healthy. So I'm going to go in with the Milani Baked Cosmetics. I'm just going to use the Soleil 05 Baked Bronzer. I don't know if I said that right, but who cares. I'm going to just go over my bronzer, where I bronzed obviously my forehead and then just around the projections of the cheek area. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to use the PC04 Peaches and Cream brush, which is this one here. So I'm just going to basically apply that just all over before setting down with any powder. So I think if I do all my powders around the cheek area and the bronzer and the blusher, etc., then I will then powder everything last. So I got so many blushes upstairs, I can't find any one, so I just brought down a random one. So this is the Rimmel Maxi Blush powder, and this is the shade Third Base 001. So it's kind of like a baby pink, but it's got some like glistening pearls in there as well, some little like sparkle. And I'm just going to basically use the same brush for the bronzer powder that we did, and then I'm just going to go over that blush we did. I literally jumped straight in because I'm just obsessed how it looks. And then I'm just going to do the same on this side as well, just because I'm excited. Like, I'm obsessed with that already, like that's insane. I'm just going to have a look at that in person. Oh my god, yes! And I'm just going to do a bit on my nose as well. And then any excess powder I'm literally just going to wipe away, and then I'm just going to bring it down a little bit, just because I don't want to go a bit OTT a bit. Probably go with my foundation brush, whatever's left on it. Obviously it shouldn't go over powder, but it's fine, it's only this bit here. I haven't actually set it down properly yet with an actual powder. So I have got that time to prove a little error that I've just made, but no, looks fine. Yes! But I wouldn't do that though, like, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, just gonna go with my foundation underneath here. Just sort of bring it up a little bit more. I don't want to go all the way down, but that's fine. You guys can see how beautiful that blush is, and like you can see it's all coming together. Like, it's just nice. Like, I'm just literally on a whole vibe with it. I'm obsessed with it. Like, I love it so much. Oh my god, it makes me feel more like giddy about myself, makes it a bit more wow. Going with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which has pink paint all over it, because obviously I was doing a makeup look the other day. Got itchy nose as well. My skin does tend to get quite oily a lot in the summer more than the winter, but obviously where I've had spots etc, it's been like so dry and stuff, so I'm probably just like, yeah. So I'm just going to lightly powder the areas that obviously need powdering. So I'm using the PC17 Peaches and Cream brush, which is like a little down fluffy brush. Like so, and then I'm just going to go underneath the eyes as well, just to set that concealer and everything down. So you're normally meant to sort of like press for any creases etc, but this concealer is doing wonders on me, so I'm not having to need to do that. But if you get the Brem Beauty concealer, I do advise you probably would have to sort of set it down, because it is cream based, so creams obviously don't set like that very well, so you probably will need to like powder it just a little bit. But I am obsessed, like, oh my god. So I'm just going to mattify the areas I need to as well. So I mainly just do like the middle points, and then just like across basically, so down the nose, down the chin, across the eye. I'm using a little powder. I will set it down with another translucent setting powder shortly as well. So I like to use two. One's like a loose setting powder, and then one's actually like a proper pressed powder. Oh my god, I'm literally, guys, I cannot stress to you how happy, like, my makeup's gone. Like, sometimes on camera because things crop up really bad, and then like I'll probably jinx it now, and then things don't go the way you want it to go. But I'm just have to say, pull it out there that I'm really, really happy. I do apologise if you can hear cars in the background. Like, we live on like a main road, so there's just cars going up and down, and it's really, really stressful. Like, really, really stressful. But yeah, so the next one I'm going to do is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in the shade Translucent. So it looks white in the pan, but it doesn't come out like excessively white like on the skin. And I'm just going to dust a little bit underneath the eyes just to brighten it up a little bit. So I do tend to have quite dark circles underneath my eyes, like maybe like dark bags as you call them, or whatever. So I do love a good bright eye, and there's been so many like trends and makeup, like TikTok, etc., about like brightening your under eyes with like different makeup products, etc., and different like hacks. So I've just always seen that sort of vibe, and I thought, oh, I love it. But yeah, so I kind of like, I just want to, I'm not even kidding you, like how flawless does my skin look? Just like, come on now. It looks so like matte and flawless. I swear, like anytime I'd say flawless, you'd probably all be billionaires by now. Like every time you had £1, for every time I said flawless, be a billionaire. Yeah. I've got the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Gel Eyeliner, the gel grip one, which is actually meant to last up to 36 hours, and this was only like £6.99. I can't remember if it actually was or not, but like, oh my god, like 36 hours worth of eyeliner, yes please. I'm not saying I'd probably ever wear eyeliner for that long, because most eyeliners fade, budge, etc. But I read online it's meant to be like waterproof, like it's meant to stay put. No like fading or anything like that. So I wanted to try a brown liner because I've never really tried a brown liner before. So I kind of wanted to put this maybe like as a little wing on the outer corner of my eyes, just to sort of give them a bit more of a lift, etc. And then obviously accentuate the eye area. So I am going to do that now. I'm probably going to be fuck up because eyeliner and camera, yeah, it's not really good mix. So I'm going to try my best anyway and see how far I get. So I'm going to start with this side off the eye, and I'm just going to do a little flick if I can. If it wants to work. Okay, loving that. Like what I like about cream based eyeliners and stuff, it just gives you that sort of chance to sort of blend it before it dries down, sort of vibe. And then I'm just going to draw a little outer corner here. Oh my god. Nah, come on now, like that's going amazing. Okay. And then I'm just going to put it on like, because obviously I wanted it on the lower lash line, but I don't want too much liner. I just wanted something like very subtle and like very something just to give your eyes a little bit more of a shape kind of vibe. I'm literally loving that. Yes. Something like that basically. And then I'm just going to basically go in a little bit on the lash line. This boy had a little panic attack off camera because the liner decided to go different directions, and I literally fixed it with a concealer and a little flat brush. So as this one you can kind of see here, focus. I basically just went underneath and then just correct it a little bit, which is like the best alternative if you kind of want to like fix up your eyeliner and you don't want to have to take it off or restart all your makeup again. Okay, so the eyeliner drama is survived and it is looking absolutely fresh, and I love the brown. Like I'm gonna probably start wearing brown liner, like really dark brown liner, because I literally love like that colour now. So anyway, moving on to lashes, I'm going to use my Tweezerman lash curlers. So I just literally use them to curl my lashes a little bit, because I did have a lash lift with one of my friends 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, so it's still going strong, but I find like curling my lashes are more easier to do when I've had a lash lift. I don't know if any of you guys can kind of relate to that. So it's like pure concentration. I only like curl the stubborn lashes. I don't want to kind of like do anything. So I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Sky High Cosmo Black. It's their new one, to sort of coat my lashes basically. So I'm just going to do that now, and my camera is about to die, so I just hope it like survives and holds on, because yeah. So I'm just going to coat all my lashes like so. You guys can tell it just opens up my eyes so much, like I literally love that. Hi guys, I do apologise, my camera did die, so unfortunately we didn't get to make it till the very end of the makeup, but it wasn't really much like you kind of missed out on, so I did put some brow gel through my brows just to get a bit more colour definition back into them, and I've also just popped on a Benefit Dandelion highlighter, which I think is absolutely stunning, and then obviously I just popped the MAC Teddy Bear Velvet, I think it's Velvet Teddy Bear or Teddy Bear Velvet, I'm not entirely sure, as the lipstick, and then the Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner just on the very top, very subtle, very tiny amount, and then a little bit. But yeah, so I did put mascara on, but obviously that's when my phone camera died. But yeah, it looks absolutely insane and I'm obsessed. I'm a bit annoyed because I really wish I did the setup this way, because I like everything in the background just so it looks more like vibrant, and probably the lighting was probably like better at this point of view, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, as you can see, like this is the finishing touch. Like I just love this vibe so much. It's very like autumn, very vibes, you know, with this kind of like look. Yeah, I mean you can wear this all year round if you wanted to, like I'd happily wear it all year round, but I just love the blush, like I can't stop staring at that. I've got a screen attached to the camera, so whenever like I can talk to you guys, I can also see myself in the screen, so it looks really cool. So I'm literally looking myself. I'll stop doing that now, just obviously I want to get back to you guys. But yeah, so this is literally the finishing look. Obviously this is the very first fresh vlog, I'd say, like the brand new very first start to vlogging again. But if you guys want to see more like this, then I will definitely be uploading more makeup videos. But yeah, so that is it, literally. Thank you guys so much for watching me again. I do appreciate it. For those that have subscribed, I have to say a big massive thank you for you, because if it wasn't for you guys, I obviously wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. So thank you for all being a big support, and if you guys, some of you haven't subscribed and you have an account that you can do, feel free to subscribe to me. I will be uploading more now frequently, because obviously we started fresh again with the videos, etc. And obviously I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that's supporting me and that's watching my videos, because obviously that does mean a lot. But yeah, this is the turnout. I'm obsessed. I'm now going to go and make myself another coffee, because I did have one and now it's probably gone stone cold, so I won't be able to drink it. I want a nice fresh hot one, even though I do love iced coffee. But yeah, so I will do some more videos soon with you, talk more about myself, you know, get to know me a bit better. But obviously I wanted this to be a fresh start, and obviously a vlog that everyone could watch with a bit of makeup as well. So I will link all the links down below in the comments, so all the products that I use in today's vlog, even the ones that you didn't get to see, so the brow and the lips and probably the highlighter, yeah. But yeah, thank you all so much, and I will see you all in my next vlog. Bye guys, love you so much, and take care. Mwah.